All right, we're back to a deep sea treasure. So what's happening is the diverter is starting to heat up and malfunction, and eventually it will stop diverting the coins to the left or to the right hopper. So let's remove the diverter, which I already have done. Let's install the new solenoid on the diverter. So let's go look at the part that I'm talking about. All right, so this is the diverter out of the game. As you can see, this will go back and forth, letting the coins go down either side to the hoppers that they're supposed to go to. On the back, you have the actual coil. So we're going to remove this one and install the new one. The reason I think it's bad is because all the coins were stuck on one side. Let's just say, they're all stuck over here. No coins are over here, and it was just a massive amount of coins over here when I touched the coil here, or the solenoid really I should say. It was hot. I mean, it was like burning hot. So it's telling me that it's probably overheating or stops working or something. So I went ahead and got a new one. So let's go ahead and replace it. We'll put it in the game. We'll test it for a few hours, and hopefully that takes care of the problem. All right, let's take it apart. All right, new one's in, new one's installed. Real easy to do. You just got to remove these two screws. This comes off. This will slide right out, and then you have to remove the 4 screws that are there. Put the new solenoid back on. Screw everything back together, and then put the little wire harness back on. I did clean this up, like I said. This shaft will go in and out. I don't normally lube this or oil this, but I will clean it. I usually use some steel wool, very light steel wool, just to clean it up. I want it nice and smooth. I don't want any little burrs. I don't want any cracks. I don't want anything that could be filled up with any little carbon dust that can build up in these bad boys. And I don't spray lube on them because eventually it becomes mud from going in and out and all that dust in there. It's gonna get worse. So always try to keep that clean. I obviously cleaned it with this, and then I wiped it down, made sure none of my oils from my fingers are on there, because I don't even want that to start to create some kind of issue. Am I going over a little too far? Probably, but to me, whatever I can do to try to make the game work longer or better, I'm okay with it. I also did spray lube a few different things right here. These little gears, go back and forth. I did spray a little bit of lube on the spring. That's what I needed. I did some there as well. I did some in the front right here, a little back there. Cleaned it all up. Put a little bit of lube in here and then wiped it all down so I don't have any dripping lube off of this. So now let's just go put it back in the game. Give it a test, see what happens. All right, so you're just gonna take your hopper. You're just gonna put it back in here, slip it in there. Remember, the hopper has to sit, the diverter has to sit on your hoppers. Line it up real quick. All right, so you got this side that sits on this hopper over here. You got that side that sits on that hopper. As long as everything is lined up, you can put the screws back in and tighten everything down, connect the wires, turn the game on, and try it out. It will take some time for it to actually start to fall out. So turning it on and testing it myself real quick is just going to show that it is working. But I want to check it in a few hours after we're open up and people are playing it, to see how it's going, see how hot it is. Do I have a massive amount of coins on one side? That's really what I want to check for, and it's going to take a few hours to make sure that that's running right. So let's go ahead and finish this up and turn it on and let it run at least. All right, so everything's in, everything's tight, wires have been connected. Let's turn the game on and let it run and see what happens. I'm going to connect the speakers back because that's a good indication of when the error hits again, because it'll make this weird sound. It'll sound like a foghorn alarm or something like that. So if I hear that, I can come running and see what's going on. Hopefully I don't hear that at all today. All right, so let's turn it on, see what happens. Okay, so game's on. Just gonna let it play. Like I said, it's gonna be a little bit before I can figure out whether the diverter is working correctly or not. I need to close the back door. That's why the pusher's not working. So once I do that, I'm just gonna let it play, let it do its thing, and then hopefully that's it. So I'll check it throughout the day. I'll give you a couple updates, and hopefully this is it. So thanks for watching.